Hello, babies, and welcome to Simply Stacy, where the joy of the Lord is our strength. Well, I'm happy to be back, and I'm sorry it's been a long while, but I've had a lot of things going on in my life, and some of you been on my Facebook page. I planned a big old 69th birthday party for my mother. I've been in school. I've been doing so many different things with my life at this moment. But to God be the glory. I'm back. Hopefully, you'll be seeing more videos come up every day. I'm going to try to get on the grind a little bit more. But what I want to talk about today is, why do you want to go with a snake? Why? Why would you want to hang with a snake, marry a snake, shack up with a snake? Why would you want to be with a snake? You know, us as women of God, and you know my heart is for us as women of God because we go through so many things and life is so hard for us sometimes. You know, been through from your childhood all through your adulthood. Some of us that's in middle age, been through all your life, but you still continue to make decisions that put you in the path and in the life of a snake. Now, you know that there are times that some of you that are dreamers and some of you that see in the spirit world, you know that God will give you illustrations of people that have animal spirits. And some of these people that you deal with that are friends and family members and co-workers or even your companions, they have spirits, animalistic natures in them. And a lot of people's fear is with a snake. So if we was to see a snake, you would run. You wouldn't go up to the snake and pet the snake and try to be friends with the snake and try to bring the snake home and put the snake in the bed with you. But that's what a lot of you do with people that come in your life. You know it's a snake. You know it's evil. You know, a lot of women cry out. I've been dealing with several women in the last couple of weeks. They cry out about this and that and what they're going through and what God delivered and all this stuff. But sister, sometimes you got to admit, you have put yourself in these situations that you're in. Then you want Jehovah to get you out of them. Where you knew it was a devil when you got into life. You knew the situation you was going into wasn't right anyway. Why go into the situation when you know it wasn't right? This ain't just relationships. This is with every decision that you make in your life. Some of you already know, oh, I shouldn't make this decision. I shouldn't do this. But yet you still go and do it. Why go with a snake? Why go into a situation that you know is going to be doomed to fail? Why are you going to go into a situation that know that is of the enemy? Why? Why? Ask yourself why. Why do you choose to go along with a snake? Why? Why? You know, I told my daughter and I told my mother this, that us as women, we work, we do different things, we handle it, we go back to school, we do so many things just to be successful in the natural. Even in the spirit realm, a lot of you are fighting in the spirit realm to be successful with God, to truly love God, to truly enter into his courts with thanksgiving and praise, to enter into the holies of holies. You want that. You want the true essence of God. But you know what? I've noticed that a lot of females, because they want a man in their life so bad, they want a man in their life so bad. They don't care if he pays bills. They don't care if he washes his butt. They don't care if he holds down a job. They don't care if he's gay. They don't care if he's a child molester. They don't care if he's a mass murderer. I know it seems to the extreme, but I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime. They don't care. They'll let a man move up in their house before they'll help a sister out. Got a great big old house. They'll rather have bread and britches in that house, even though if you don't pay bills. They'll rather have that in their house because they are desperate for a man. When you could get with another sister, y'all could beat on bought houses and pay them off, cash money. You see how the foreigners do, like y'all, they people laugh at the Mexicans and stuff. They all live together and then they buy a house and move on out. That's what the Chinese people do. Why you think they're in the good neighborhoods like they in? Because they all live together and they each buy a house, a piece of land and stuff. Women can do this. We can do this. But because you're so worried about getting a no count man, you can't get nowhere. Your struggle is real. You know, a lot of y'all women got vagabonds in your house. Look it up and study in the Bible. They cursed. You can't bless no man that's cursed. You can't curse no man that's blessed. Some of y'all ain't never gonna get nowhere because you got Achan in your camp, in your house. You don't brought this vagabond of a man in your house and he's cursed. And you're never gonna get nowhere. Never. until you get that demon out of your house. Reality. I know a lot of you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. Some men in the same situation, they got Jezebel, Delilah in their house, and they're not going to get anywhere as long as they got them. Never. I've been there, done that. Some people are really, truly cursed. It's for real, for real. You could be in one relationship with somebody, be like, yeah, you went through your things or whatever, but you still would always come out on top. But you get with some people, you never get nowhere. It's a constant battle. You never get nowhere. It's like time you climb up, you think you're getting up, you ain't got nowhere. It's a constant struggle, constant battle, because they are cursed. And don't say that you might be the cursed thing that's in the relationship, but you don't want to be cursed, and you don't want to be with cursed people. You don't want to be going along with no snakes. It's not good. And babies, I'm bringing this message today because I see so many sisters hurting, crying out. And God did, He created us to be a man's companion, be their helpmate. But you got to recognize that all of these men out here, just because they got three legs, because they got breeches on, because they are of the male species, that don't make them no husband. They're not going to be a covering for you. You're going to wind up being their mama and their covering. Yes. I'm trying to think of the preacher I heard on there. Oh God, I can't think of his name right now, but he was on there talking about his wife being his covering. And you can take that one or two ways, but I'm not your covering. You're supposed to be my covering. It sounds cute and all, but it ain't cute and all. It's cute to them Jezebels, but it's not cute. Do you want a real man that's going to protect, provide, love God, pray, teach? What do you want? The prophet of your house? Because like me, I'm not no Jezebel. I want a real man. And just because, like I said, he's of the male species, don't make him no husband. Women are getting ate up every day because they're getting little boys. You're raising your sons. You're taking care of a vagabond. You got Achan in your camp. And some of you knew that he was the devil. Some of you knew that he wasn't right. Some of you knew that they were a snake. But you said, come on, Mr. Snake. Like Eve, she entertained the snake. Sister Eve entertained the snake. She entertained it. You know, we have to watch out as females for many reasons. One reason is because we like information. We like to learn. We like getting information. That's why you'll see like leading and getting education is African American women. And that's because of a lot of reasons. But one of them is because we want to learn. We want to know. And that was Eve. She wanted to know. But it's always not good knowing good and evil. It's not always good tasting of good. God don't want you to taste of evil. He don't want you to have to go through the things that you go through and suffer through. He don't want you to go through those things. Another reason is because we have go live out our emotions. And we don't use reason like that. Men, they use reasoning and thoughts. They think through process. They problem solve. We just go with our feelings. I feel like you hear like I feel like he loves me. I feel that he cares about me. But he's showing you all the time that he don't love you. He's showing you all the time he don't care about you. But your feelings, what you feel, and a lot of times what you feel is what you want. That don't mean that that person is exhibiting that. That don't mean that snake is gonna give it to you. He's not. Ladies, 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 ladies. Be aware of the enemy and his tactics. And if you know it's the enemy, run. God said to resist the devil, you must flee. A lot of you don't flee, you run to it, thinking you're going to help them and you're going to be their savior. You're not God. You can't make nobody be what you want them to be. You can't make them be godly. You can't make them be a husband. They have to already be godly. They have to already be a husband. And anything that comes to pull you away from God is not sent by God. Anything that wants to cause you to sin is not sent by God. God's blessings come with no sorrow. None at all. You know, it's a lot of songs out here about love and all this different kind of stuff. Love don't hurt. Love is not gonna hurt you. Love is not gonna take advantage of you. Love is not gonna use you. Love is not gonna hurt you. That's all lies from Satan's kingdom. Love don't do that. Read 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is gentle. Love is long suffering. Love is not easily puffed up. Love don't see no evil. People say, I don't know what love. That's love. That's love. Babies, my heart just, whoo, I just hope you can just feel my heart today that I just want the women of God to wise up, to grow up, that don't go with the snake like Eve did. Don't listen to the snake like Eve did. Come from among them. Be ye separated. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Get in your word. Pray, fast, seek the Lord. Renew your mind when it comes to relationships and dealing with people. Guard your heart. I'm writing a book right now on guarding your heart. My other book, to my singles, is on Amazon. It's helping women. The ones that's not read it, it's helping them. It's helping them. I get testimonies about it. I get emails about it. I get inboxes about it. It's helping them. It's blessing them. I put it out there as a tool to help women not be deceived by the enemy. To know what I wish I knew when I was a young girl. Some of the decisions and some of the situations I ended up in, I wouldn't have ended up in them if I had the tools that I needed. And I don't blame that on my mother, father, nobody. Your parents can't teach you no more than what they know. But when God sent people in your life to teach you things, listen, take heed. You don't want to be deceived by the enemy. Some of you should be tired. You've been from your teenage life to your 20s, to your 30s, to your 40s, to your 50s, and your 60s, going through all types of things in these relationships. But it's like you ain't had enough. When is it gonna be your breakthrough? You complain. I'm tired. I'm sick of this. I want a good relationship. I want. No, you don't, because when you do, you'll do what you got to do to get what you need to get. And you need to do the self-care first. You're never gonna get a decent relationship without doing the self-care. Because in every relationship that you've ever been in, and every relationship that you're gonna go in, that's from friendships to relationships, you take you. So don't just put the finger at the other person. You need to work on you. What are your issues? Because you first need to love yourself. God say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You can't love another person no more than you love yourself. You don't even know how to love until you learn how to love yourself. Because if you really loved yourself, you wouldn't find yourself in the situations that you're in. You wouldn't allow things to happen to you that are happening to you, that have happened to you, if you loved yourself. I had to face that with my own life. I mean, I was looking at Oprah one time and she was saying, you don't love yourself? I'm like, I love myself. No, because some of the situations that I was in with my husband that I had, I didn't love myself because I wouldn't allow myself to be in that situation or go through some of the things I went through with him if I truly love myself. Sometimes you take more care and love out with somebody else more than you do yourself. Love yourself. Do the self work. Do the self development. Love yourself. Be healed, mind, body, and soul. Take care of yourself. And then when somebody else come in your life, you'll know how to love them. You'll know how to care for them. For babies, don't be like Mother Eve. Don't be like Sister Eve. Don't be like Eve. Don't go off and listen at the serpent. Don't sleep with the serpent. Don't sleep with the devil. Don't sleep with the snake. Don't do it. Don't bite from the tree of good and evil. Because a lot of women are right now. They're biting from the tree of good and evil. God said you can't be lukewarm. He will spew you out. That means you literally make him sick in his stomach. Literally. Babies, I love you and so does God. And have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Smooches, sugar woogers. Don't go with the snake. Don't go with the snake. And if you got a snake, get rid of them. You're gonna be okay. It will be okay. You know what? I want to say this. I know I'm supposed to be in the video, but I need to say this. I told my daughter this today. I thank God, and somebody probably need to hear this. I thank God that. Sorry for my phone. Sorry, sweetie. I thank God that what I was praying for, or when I was saying, Lord, where's my husband at? That it didn't come when I wanted it, because I have grown and developed in ways that phew, it's awesome. It's awesome how I've grown and developed. And if I got a husband back then when I was praying for one and wanted one so badly, that I would have got one where I was at that moment, and not where I'm at now, to my level of consciousness. Now I need a certain type of husband, and I understand that. God is building me and creating me for a certain type of husband. Because there's a lot of men out here, but that don't mean you're the wife to that man, or that man may not be the husband to you. But what I want to say in the instance of saying this at the end here, because I feel like I'm being tongue twisted, is that sometimes you not getting your prayer answered is a gift, because God is preparing you for the best. That's what you want. You want one of God's best. So in the midst of it, he's preparing you to be the best so that you can in turn get the best. So don't be depressed or discouraged because of what you've been praying for ain't came yet. Because in the midst of that, it's a blessing that it hasn't showed up yet. It's a miracle that it hasn't showed up yet. You may not understand that right now. You may not see it right now. But I'm telling you right now that it is truly a blessing that your prayer went unanswered. It was a blessing. Smoochie Sugar Walkers, love you. Sorry for my phone.